How you doing, guys? Dragonman here, and just this week alone I got all kinds of items shipped in from all over the country because of my last video that were collecting Civil War stuff and Indian War stuff. So this is what I got this week. A few items. Here's a bayonet from the Civil War. See that? Bowie knife, very, very hard to find. The original Bowie knife from 1862. Okay, this is the little pouch where the Union soldiers would have kept their money in. And another sword, dated 1862. See, the dates on the swords are right up on the top here. Look at this, very good condition. So we're really getting a lot of stuff. And my daughter Melissa is going to tell you about this revolver, black powder revolver, that the Union soldiers used during the Civil War and the Indian Wars. Okay, Melissa's going to take over. You guys have a great day, and thanks a lot for shipping stuff in.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you have a permit for this thing? Okay, I swear, all of these weapons, they're bigger than me. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about these guns that he's been getting in. They were used by the Union, so a little fun fact, people will ask, where did the Confederates get their guns from? They actually got a lot of them from the British. So most of these guns were made in Connecticut, New York, right here. So these are actually made for the Civil War. This one specifically was a 1961 Navy Colt revolver. This one is a 1865 Colt revolver. So both used by the Union. This one's a 44 caliber and this one is a 36 caliber. Navy versus the Army. Armies were always 44 caliber. The Navies were 36 caliber. So these were widely used. Colt started manufacturing guns in 1836, and production really kind of hit during the Civil War, where over 200,000 of these guns were made. And between Remington and Colt, they really saturated a lot of they really armed the soldiers with a lot of these guns. So some cool stuff about this specific gun is it did come with all the stuff to load it. So it came with the black powder loading pouch, and it came with kind of show you guys a lot of the actual bullets in here are still in here, so you can kind of see all this stuff in here. This thing in here is actually to mold the bullets. So you basically pour in the liquid metal, and it will create the bullets, the rounds that you'll need to use in your firearm. So that's like a really rare piece. So anyways, if you're ever wondering how do you shoot this thing, which is what I was wondering when he first bought a lot of this stuff, and he taught me that basically you put in the powder in each one of the cylinders, and then you put in a little bullet, and then you use the loading rod to basically like turn the cylinder, load in each one of the bullets, and then you put one of these blasting caps on the end, on the opposite side of the cylinder, and then you can finally fire it. So it's a lot of work to fire these things. Your enemy will probably be dead from old age by the time you get it loaded. They went for about $20, but then the price came down to finally $14.50, which is a lot of money back then. And they stopped production finally in 1873. So very cool stuff we have. If you haven't already bought your tickets for the Colorado Springs Historical Military Museum, come on out. We're expecting our busiest tour season yet in 2020. So you can buy our tickets online, dragonmans.com, click tickets from the museum tab, and then you can purchase them on the day that you want to come out. Thanks guys for watching. Talk to you later.